I was the former owner of Sidney. Currently, I am the executive director for the Community Cultural Center. And what is that? It's a non-for-profit center for the arts. We started just before the pandemic hit, which makes it very difficult to do anything because we weren't allowed to gather. So we kept moving forward, but it was at a snail's pace. August 1st, which is just coming up next week or so, we'll be celebrating our first anniversary as an organization. So we made it a year. So the First Congregational Church, which is right there on the corner of Bridge and Main, we're 1 Bridge Street, they donated their building to us, which was very generous. It's a beautiful building. They closed on it. We closed on it with them in mid-May. So about 2.5, maybe 3 months now, we've had the building. The first project was getting our dining room all pretty. And we purchased tablecloths and chair covers so that we'll be able to put on different events there. And this is where we would pop my jump drive in and you'd be able to see the pictures on your screen, but that's back at the CCC. Sorry. I would have loved to use Corbin's little technology for the first time. But we are set up with a full kitchen. We have seating for 10 in the dining room. There is an auxiliary room off of that can be used either for overflow from the dining area, which is what we did for the alumni breakfast that just happened. Or you could even set up, if you're having a wedding, you could set up a bar in there. You could actually serve your food out of that extra room. So it's a pretty multifunctional setup. The chapel can be used to actually have a wedding or renewing vows or anything that you may think of can happen there. And then you can slide one on over and have your reception right in the dining room. The outside area is also available. We can put tents up there. So it's kind of a great space for a lot of different things. Then after we kind of got the dining room set up, we then moved into that auxiliary room, which we're now calling the gallery. It was paneled. We painted it all white. We put up a hanging system for art, and we had our first gallery show in June. We had the Sidney school students from, I believe, kindergarten all the way up to seniors sent their work down. The teachers came down, the art teachers came down and installed the gallery show. And that week, we had it up for a week. And during that week, we had over 200 people come through to view the kids' artwork. We had over 100 pieces. It was a great turnout. So we now have a working gallery. So one of the next things I'd like to do is start reaching out to the community. Masonville has a quilting group. Love to have them come and show their quilts. Things like that. It doesn't have to be all paintings, but it can be anything. The Historical Society could put a secondary display up if they have something specific that they really want to expand on. So that's also available to people. Or even if you have a board meeting and you want to rent a space to get off campus, that would be a great executive room where you could gather and meet and maybe have lunch then in the dining room and then get back to business. The next thing we're focusing on is our theater. That's what the chapel is. It will become our theater. Currently, so funny walking in front of the camera, the Tri-Town Theater is going to put on Arsenic and Old Lace there. August 20th is their first showing for that. It's going to cover both weekends. It starts on the 20th and it goes to the following weekend. And so they are actually reworking our stage to work to fit their stage. So that's really, really exciting. So we'll be selling tickets for that. I think they may already have that up and running. They haven't given me anything yet to actually put on my website. So they may not have them yet available. The SUNY Oneonta is remodeling a building up there. So on the marketplace on Facebook, they advertise auditorium seats for free. So I like free. So I reached out to, some of you may know him. He's a Sidney resident, Bill Bowker. He's running that piece, and he said he would donate them to a non-for-profit, and we qualify. So he has offered these 85 auditorium seats to us. All we have to do is go and get them. And that's just muscle. So my son and daughter are going to be abused because they're going to have to go and help me. If anybody else wants a little bit of a workout, let me know. because certainly the more hands can make light work. Andy is donating his box truck so we can get them back down here. So basically these chairs won't cost us anything. We will be pulling out the pews. And that's kind of sad in a way, because that was part of the church. But what we have to look at is we're becoming an entertainment center. And if you're going to sit for 2.5 hours to watch a production, you really need to be comfortable. The little bonus on these chairs, they have little tables that flip up because they were student chairs, table chairs. So I envision movies, weekly movies, where maybe the kids can come down on a Friday night, maybe a Friday night teenager type movie, and they can sit with their popcorn and soda right in the chairs, and hopefully not have too many spills because they have a little table. So I'm actually very excited about the little crazy table. We are researching what we need to be able to become a movie theater. So I'm looking to reach out, come up down to the Unadilla Drive-In and speak to, I forget what his name is, maybe somebody knows, and maybe see if he can help me understand what I need, because I think it needs to be a little clearer than what we've got here. And we'll get there, hopefully. We recently added Tai Chi classes. Dave is going to be teaching them. They're going to start on September 7th, and they will run on Tuesday and Thursday for 6 weeks, starting at 4 p.m. So that'll be starting September 7th. We have room for additional classes. If somebody wants to teach yoga, we can, make our space available for them. Or, I don't know, I'd love to maybe also see some nutrition classes and cooking. We'll be talking about cooking classes. So lots of different things we're thinking about. We're open to anything in that respect. I have a closet there that I brought my jigsaw puzzles from home and put in. How many people during the pandemic did jigsaw puzzles? Yeah. I think they've made a huge comeback. I think before we just stopped doing them. Now I think they're a huge thing. So I have a closet with a handful of jigsaw puzzles, and what I'm looking to do is open it up, make it a free exchange. If you have one, bring it down, because honestly, when I do a jigsaw puzzle, I never do it again. And what a waste. It sits in my closet. So this way, maybe we can all exchange puzzles and just come and borrow a puzzle, leave one if you have one. If you don't have one, that's okay too. So that's kind of just a little fun side thing. I have brought a lot of different samples with me, all different types of crafts and projects, painting, sewing, paper crafts, wood projects. And I figured maybe after I get done speaking, we can look at some of them and I can show you some of the actual from start to finish. Some of you may recognize the snowmen. They were on Main Street. I didn't bring the sunflowers. I'm going to put those back up on Main Street because they're really big. But the idea is, in some cases, this is art that you take home for your personal use or gifts. And in other cases, it's things we do for the community. So those are going on. I mentioned cooking classes. So maybe you'd like to decorate a cookie. They're really popular right now. Learn how to make a cream puff. I don't know, has somebody made a cream puff? They're pretty easy, aren't they? Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes people are daunted by them. How about eggplant parmesan? I make a mean eggplant parmesan. So I'll probably be the first cooking class and we'll see how that goes. But we're looking to get in real cooks and chefs because I'm not that. I am much more likely to pick up a menu from a restaurant. But my husband does most of the cooking, actually. I have a wish list. Who doesn't? Every non-for-profit has a wish list. Mine's a little different. I hope we get so busy that scheduling new classes becomes difficult. We have trouble fitting a new class in, but I'm pretty creative. We'll figure out how to put another class in there. I hope classes get so full that I have to tell people that they'll have to attend the next class. I hope people just wander through to see what's happening. I hope everyone supports us in every way. Attendance, volunteering, and financially. I hope to offer activities to engage every member of our community. Old and young, we are going to become ADA compliant. Currently, our ramp is not that. We are working on making it that way. We do have a handicap bathroom already, but we're going to get our ramp that way so that we're able to let everybody in. I hope we become the hub of the community so that you come in once a week, so that the building is used every single day. And we're already getting there because I have Dave coming in 2 days with his class. I have a fellow named Scott Stevens coming up from FAST, Fine Arts Society of the Southern Tier. He is offering oil painting classes on Saturdays, the last Saturday of July, August, and September. And he'll have a kids class at noon, and then we'll have an adult class that will start at 1:30. I have Diane McShane. She's from Bainbridge. She did one of the Bainbridge chairs. I don't know if everybody's familiar with the chairs that they paint every year. She did one, and she does something called acrylic pour. And she's going to come and offer that class. And of course, I offer classes in between. And I'm going to get Linda to offer a paper scrapping class, whether it's greeting cards. She mentioned a journal. She mentioned an app, and she has lots of ideas. You should see her workshop.
Oh, no.
She is amazing.
Well, I bought her house, so she knows. She knows how I fit everything in there. I don't know.
But I just hope that we become the go-to place. When you're looking for something to do, a place to rent, a place to go, we're going to be the place. And the way we'll succeed is that we get overused to the point where I'm going to have to figure out how to replace carpet. Let's wear my carpet out, so we have to get new carpeting. If you'd like, I'm going to have to walk away from Zoom, but I can show you some of the pieces that we have available, and I'll talk to you about what has been offered to me.